Why do people feel like they have to choose between us?
I think it's because they thrive on conflict.
So do I. Real conflict.
So do we.
There's enough room in this town for the both of us.
Exactly. So let's show these people what real heroes look like.
Before I get started, I'd like to kindly ask that you hit the like button and please subscribe to the channel for more content just like this.
All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
So in a lot of ways, this is going to be a follow-up to my previous video, where I talked about the recent DC film delays and what that could possibly mean for the franchise moving forward. The truth is that nobody really knows what's going on. But if you pay close attention, I do believe that there is something happening at WB. All of this is most likely because of the Discovery merger, and I think the DC properties are going through a reassessment process right now as we speak.
No shit.
The plan that was appealing to those previously in charge may not look so appealing to the new regime. You see, because previous to the news of this merger, WB made it very clear that they were moving away from Zack Snyder's vision. And the DCU was reportedly going to be built around Batgirl and Supergirl and Aquaman and Flash. And they were going to use the Flash movie as an opportunity to reset the timeline and basically erase Zack Snyder from the DCEU. But whether you love Zack Snyder or you hate him, here are the facts. Everyone knows that if you're going to have a DCEU be successful, you need to center that property around the DC Trinity. And in my mind, it should be the perfectly cast trinity of Gal Gadot, Henry Cavill, and of course Ben Affleck. Three actors who were basically wasted after Zack Snyder's departure.
Man, I'm tired of being right.
But maybe, just maybe, WB sees potential in those characters in the same way that fans see potential in those characters. And why do I say that? You have to look at the tiny details that have been coming out over the past few days. Details like the notoriously bad, meddling boss Toby Emmerich coming out and saying that future DC films will be filmmaker driven. This coming after the Batman's success at the box office and him basically trying to take credit for that.
Fuck you!
When in fact he actually did everything to sabotage Zack Snyder's vision, and he even did things to try to sabotage Matt Reeves' vision. It's a complete 180 for him, but maybe it's Toby trying to save the job that he so gloriously fumbled. And then of course we have the news of delays for the current slate of DC films. To be fair, this is happening across all of WB and not just with the DC films, and some are attributing these delays to special effects teams being backed up post-COVID.
A what?
While that may be true, I have a sneaking suspicion that they are going to use this time to do a bit more than that. And the reason that I say that is the most recent rumor that the Flash movie has once again been altered. YouTuber Grace Randolph, who I'm not a fan of, but she does have very strong ties to WB. She put out a tweet recently that I can't see because I'm blocked by her, but the general idea around her tweet involved her praising the Restore the Snyderverse movement for not giving up, and reporting that the most recent cut of The Flash has once again been altered as a result of that support.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
And this is all done apparently also with Ben Affleck's blessing. And the change being that his version of Batman was scheduled to die in this movie, and now it appears that may not be true. Apparently Ben Affleck himself, who had previously stated that he was done with the role, now wants to leave the door open for a possible return. Could it be possible that Ben Affleck maybe knows something that the rest of us don't?
My, how the tables have turned.
Take this as a rumor for now, but it does seem like WB is leaving their options open, which is what they should have been doing the whole time anyway. Why close that door? To be clear, the Batman success has no bearing on this if you have a brain. We live in a world where multiverses are becoming the new it thing. And it's possible for us to have multiple versions of the same character exist at the same time, and we do not have to choose.
That makes sense.
So if you have someone that enjoys the Batman but dislikes the Snyder version of the character, then they will be happy. And if you are someone who prefers the Snyder version of the character and dislikes the Batman, then you will be happy. And if you are someone who enjoys both of them, then you could be fucking ecstatic. The new regime at WB may be realizing the potential of keeping all their options open. One thing they can't do and shouldn't do is listen to idiots on Twitter who need to choose sides.
Anybody care about what I want?
I do.
Shut up. Get out.
The final part to this equation, and something that may be looked at as a minor thing to some people, but if you look at the bigger picture and where we were a few months ago, I think it means a little bit more. If anyone remembers the DC fandom event from 2021, where in the marketing for that, they seemingly replaced Zack Snyder's version of the Trinity with Michael Keaton, Christopher Reeves, and Linda Carter.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Now this could have just been them going for nostalgia and it meant nothing. But it did seem a bit random at the time considering the success of the Snyder Cut on HBO Max. And again, people took this as just another way of them trying to remove Zack Snyder from the DCEU lore. In contrast to that, just a couple of days ago, the official Twitter account of DC Comics added the Zack Snyder Trinity to their banner. Now either the person who runs that account loves Zack Snyder, or this is one big troll job to stick it to Snyder fans.
Fuck me, right?
Or there are things going on behind the scenes that we don't yet know about. I find it very hard to believe that given that everything that's happened in the last couple of days that this was done for no reason. Especially when recent DC advertising seemed to be distancing itself from the Snyderverse. I do believe that something is happening and I am excited about the possibilities of that. This is what's best for DC and DC films.
Goddamn right, that's the only way I work, Cap.
The truth is that they should continue to make self-contained stories like Joker or the Batman because that's what makes your product different from every other product like it. But if you are dead set on having a connected cinematic universe in some way, then why not use the one that's already established and has a very strong fan base behind it? There are some people who are being hypocritical and giving the Batman the benefit of the doubt, and maybe ignoring some issues with that movie and basically saying that Matt Reeves is building towards something, and all of it will make sense at some point. And all I'm saying is, why not give Zack Snyder that same benefit of the doubt? And if you allow both of these talented filmmakers to do what they do best and tell stories, you will have corrected the mistakes of the previous regime at WB. So let me know what you thought about all this in the comments down below. As always, please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell for notifications, and I'll see you next time right here on Real Ship. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Y'all be cool. Right on.